Hackers. The very word evokes images of shadowy figures hunched over glowing screens, their fingers dancing across keyboards as they breach digital fortresses. But who are these individuals and what drives them? Hackers are as diverse as the digital landscape they inhabit. Some seek profit, stealing sensitive data to sell on the black market. Others are driven by ideology, disrupting or exposing unethical organizations. Some are simply curious, drawn to the challenge of security. Understanding the hacker's mindset is crucial to building defenses. Hackers are often several steps ahead, seeking new vulnerabilities. They gather information meticulously, identifying weak points. Their tactics evolve, exploiting the digital world. To combat them, we must think like them and build robust defenses. In today's hyper-connected world, our lives are increasingly intertwined with digital systems. From online banking and shopping to social media and communication, we rely on these systems for countless aspects of our daily lives. Yet behind the convenience and efficiency lies a complex and often vulnerable digital infrastructure. Like any fortress, digital systems are only as strong as their weakest link. Hackers understand this and actively seek out vulnerabilities that they can exploit to gain unauthorized access. These vulnerabilities can exist in hardware, software, or even in the human element of the system. Software vulnerabilities, often in the form of bugs or coding errors, are a prime target for hackers. These flaws can allow attackers to bypass security measures, inject malicious code, or gain control of the system. Outdated software lacking the latest security patches is particularly susceptible to such attacks. Hardware vulnerabilities, though less common, can be equally devastating. These flaws can exist in physical components like processors, memory chips, or even network devices, potentially giving attackers a backdoor into the system. Once a vulnerability is identified, hackers employ a range of techniques to exploit it and gain unauthorized access to a system. These techniques can be as simple as guessing a weak password, or as complex as crafting a sophisticated piece of malware. Brute force attacks, for example, involve systematically trying different password combinations until the correct one is found. While seemingly rudimentary, this technique can be surprisingly effective, especially against weak or easily guessable passwords. Malware, short for malicious software, is another common tool in a hacker's arsenal. This software is designed to infiltrate and damage a system, often without the user's knowledge. Viruses, worms, and Trojans are just a few examples of malware that can wreak havoc on unsuspecting victims. Social engineering, a more insidious technique, preys on human psychology rather than technical vulnerabilities. Hackers employing this method manipulate individuals into divulging sensitive information or granting access to systems they should not. Phishing emails, for instance, often masquerade as legitimate communications to trick users into clicking on malicious links or revealing their credentials. The 2017 WannaCry ransomware attack stands as a stark reminder of the devastating impact cyber attacks can have. This global attack crippled hundreds of thousands of computers across 150 countries, holding data hostage and demanding ransom payments in Bitcoin. WannaCry exploited a vulnerability in older versions of Microsoft Windows, spreading rapidly through networks and encrypting files on infected systems. Hospitals, businesses, and government agencies were among those affected, highlighting the indiscriminate nature of such attacks. This attack underscored the critical importance of keeping software up to date with the latest security patches. Microsoft had released a patch for the vulnerability exploited by WannaCry 2 months prior to the attack, but many systems remained unpatched, leaving them vulnerable. The WannaCry attack serves as a cautionary tale, illustrating the speed, reach, and potential damage of cyber attacks in our interconnected world. It highlights the need for robust cybersecurity measures, constant vigilance, and a proactive approach to mitigating risks in the digital age. Section 5. Social engineering, the human element. While technical vulnerabilities often grab the headlines, the human element remains one of the weakest links in the cybersecurity chain. Social engineering, the art of manipulating people into divulging confidential information or performing actions that compromise security, is a potent weapon in a hacker's arsenal. Hackers employing social engineering tactics rely on psychological manipulation, exploiting human weaknesses like trust, helpfulness, or fear to achieve their goals. They may impersonate authority figures, create a sense of urgency, or appeal to an individual's emotions to lower their guard and gain their trust. Phishing attacks, a common form of social engineering, often involve fraudulent emails or websites designed to trick users into revealing sensitive information like passwords, credit card numbers, or social security numbers. These emails may appear to be from legitimate sources like banks, government agencies, or well-known companies, making them particularly deceptive. Social engineering attacks highlight the importance of cybersecurity awareness and training. Educating users about common social engineering tactics, such as phishing emails and suspicious phone calls, can significantly reduce the risk of falling victim to these attacks. Section 6. Phishing, luring the unsuspecting. Phishing casts a wide net to ensnare unsuspecting victims. Phishers send mass emails disguised as legitimate communications. These emails often masquerade as notices from banks or online services. They create urgency, prompting you to click on malicious links. Links lead to fake websites, mimicking legitimate sites. Phishers can steal your identity or perpetrate financial fraud. Protect yourself with skepticism and vigilance. Be wary of unsolicited emails creating urgency. Hover over links to verify their destination. Malware, the silent intruder. Malware, a catch-all term for malicious software, encompasses a wide range of digital threats designed to infiltrate and damage computer systems. Like microscopic saboteurs, these malicious programs operate stealthily, often without the user's knowledge, to steal data, disrupt operations, or gain control of infected devices. Viruses, a common type of malware, are self-replicating programs that spread from one computer to another, typically through infected files or email attachments. Once activated, viruses can corrupt files, delete data, or even render a computer unusable. Worms, another type of malware, spread autonomously, exploiting vulnerabilities in operating systems or network protocols to infect and propagate across connected devices. Unlike viruses, worms don't require human interaction to spread, making them particularly dangerous in networked environments. Trojans, named after the mythical wooden horse, disguise themselves as legitimate software to trick users into installing them. Once inside a system, Trojans can create backdoors for hackers, steal sensitive data, or launch further attacks. Protecting against malware requires a multi-layered approach. Installing and regularly updating antivirus software can help detect and remove known threats. Keeping your operating system and software patched with the latest security updates is crucial to mitigating vulnerabilities that malware can exploit. Defending the digital realm. Building stronger walls. In the ongoing battle against cyber threats, a robust defense is paramount. Just as a fortress relies on strong walls, so too must we fortify our digital assets. Strong passwords are crucial to preventing unauthorized access. Two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security. Regular software updates patch vulnerabilities. Be wary of suspicious emails, links, or attachments. Cybersecurity awareness, the Human Firewall. While technical safeguards like firewalls and antivirus software play a vital role in cybersecurity, the human element remains both the weakest link and the strongest line of defense. Cultivating a culture of cybersecurity awareness is paramount to building a resilient digital ecosystem. Educating users about common cyber threats, such as phishing attacks, malware, and social engineering tactics, is essential to empowering them to make informed decisions and recognize potential risks. Training should be ongoing and tailored to the specific roles and responsibilities of individuals within an organization. Encouraging strong password practices, such as using unique, complex passwords for each account and enabling two-factor authentication whenever possible, is crucial to preventing unauthorized access. Users should be reminded to never share their passwords with anyone and to change them regularly. Fostering a healthy skepticism towards suspicious emails, links, or attachments is key to mitigating the risk of phishing attacks and malware infections. Users should be trained to verify the sender's address, hover over links to check their destination, and report any suspicious activity to their IT department. Conclusion: a call to action. In an increasingly interconnected world, cybersecurity is no longer solely the domain of IT professionals. It is a shared responsibility that demands the attention and vigilance of individuals, organizations, and governments alike. We must remain proactive, adaptable, and eternally vigilant in the face of evolving cyber threats. Investing in robust cybersecurity measures, such as firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and data encryption, is essential to safeguarding our digital assets. However, technology alone is not enough. We must also cultivate a culture of cybersecurity awareness, educating ourselves and others about the latest threats and best practices. By embracing a proactive, multi-layered approach to cybersecurity, we can strengthen our defenses, mitigate risks, and create a more secure digital future for all. The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now.